आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of this struggle every day.
Today we remember freedom fighter MianSahebKhurd, who belonged to Aurangabad, Maharashtra. He actively participated in the First War of Independence in 1857. MianSaheb fought the British at different places in the Nirmal area of Aurangabad. He was killed in an encounter with the company's army advancing towards Nirmal on the 9th of April 1860. AIR News salutes the martyr.
We remember Shayar-e-Kashmir Ghulam Ahmad, who's popular by his pen name Mahjoor, who died on the 9th of April 1952. Mahjoor worked in the government of the erstwhile princely state of Jammu and Kashmir. As a result of this, he travelled far and wide in the valley, getting acquainted with the plight of the landless peasantry. This familiarity with destitute farmers left a deep imprint on his poetic style. He took poetry out of the confines of elite literary circles and ascribed to it the language of common folk, that is Kashmiri. Rabindranath Tagore called Mahjoor the Wordsworth of Kashmir.
His poem baagwaano was adopted as an anthem of resistance, the rallying cry for the freedom movement in Kashmir. He calls out to his people to nurture their garden, ascribing personal responsibility to rise up against oppression.
Vwolo baagwaano no bahar rukshan paida kar, pholan gul gath karan bulbul tithui saman paida kar, pholan gul gath karan bulbul tithui saman paida kar.
His poems gave momentum to the struggle and served as a clarion call to the masses to free their nation from the chains of bondage. In another beautiful poem, GulshanWatan Chu Souni, Mahjoor expresses his love for the nation with pride.
Bulbul Wanan GulshanWatan Chu Souni, and the Safar sangar devari sangi marmar.
The government of India released a postal stamp in 2013 to commemorate Ghulam Ahmed Mahjoor. AIR News pays tribute to the great nationalist.
We also remember Sharan Rani, who was born on the 9th of April 1929. She was an Indian classical instrumentalist and was India's first woman sarod exponent and came to be popularly known as Sarod Rani. She was born in Old Delhi. Sharan Rani learned to play the sarod from Ustad Alauddin Khan and his son Ali Akbar Khan.
चांदनी चौक में एक गली है जिस गली का नाम है जुगल किशोर. उसके अंदर हमारे बाबा जी के परिवार के सब मकान हुआ करते थे. उसी एक मकान में हम 10 भाई बहन थे और मैं सबसे छोटी. उस समय अंग्रेज़ों का राज था. दिल्ली में शोर मचा हुआ था क्योंकि 8 अप्रैल को भगत सिंह ने असेंबली में बम फेंका और 9 अप्रैल को मेरा जन्म हुआ.
She played a vital role in introducing and popularizing Indian classical music abroad.
Sharan Rani also actively participated in India's struggle for freedom. Over the years, she silently helped many Indian independence activists in need. She never turned down a request for a noble cause and gave many performances for charitable and worthy causes. Sharan Rani taught music through the Guru Shishya Parampara and never took any fees from her students.
Sharan Rani also wrote the history of the sarod titled The Divine Sarod, Its Origin, Antiquity and Development, which was released in 1992 by K.R. Narayanan, the then Vice President of India. A second edition of the Divine Sarod was released in 2008 by I.K. Gujral, former Prime Minister of India. After battling cancer for a few years, she died on the 8th of April 2008, a day before her 80th birthday. We salute the great daughter of the nation.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.